Hi and welcome to the channel. My name is Tony and today I want to show you how simple it is to set up an OpenVPN server on a Synology NAS. Please do me a favor, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing and be sure to hit that little bell so that you're alerted to when I release new content. That being said, let's get on with today's video. So I'm signed into my Synology NAS, and the first thing you want to do is install the Vpn Utility. Now to do that, just come on up to the Package Center and just come up to the search bar and type in VPN. So in the results, you should see the VPN Server Utility. Now mine is already installed, which is why it says open here. If this is the first time for you, it'll say install. Just click on the install button. We're going to go ahead and click on open. In the next window, we're in the VPN server and we're on the overview screen. There are three types of VPN servers you can set up on the Synology NAS: PPTP, OpenVPN, and L2TP. So today we're going to focus on setting up an OpenVPN server. If we go to the connection list, there aren't any connections because we don't have a server set up at this time. Under log, you're going to see some information here because for the longest time, I've had an L2TP server running, and I've been experimenting with the OpenVPN server prior to this video. Under General Settings, you'll see the network interface, and this is the IP address of the Synology NAS. As far as account type, we're going to leave it set to local users, and then you have the option of granting VPN permission to newly added local users. Now that's up to you. For this video, I'm just going to leave this set to checked or enabled. Under privileges, you have the users on the NAS, and then you can set the types of privileges here. I literally have my wife and myself set with permission to access the different types of VPNs. And then finally, under Setup VPN Server, you have PPTP, OpenVPN, and L2TP. So let's go ahead and click on OpenVPN. On this screen, we're going to go up to the top here and click on Enable OpenVPN Server. It gives you a network range. I'm just going to leave it set to the default for now. You can set the maximum number of connections. I'm going to set it to 10, and then you can select the maximum number of connections for a particular account. I'll leave that set to 3. That's fine. Here's the port that we need to forward in our router, and I'll show you how to do that on an edge router, port 1194 for OpenVPN. The protocol is UDP. We're going to leave it set with this encryption and authentication. And then here where it says allow clients to access servers LAN, we're going to leave that enabled as well so the clients connected over the VPN can access the LAN and the applications on the LAN. So we're going to go ahead now and click on apply. And you see here it says please check out the port forwarding and firewall settings on your Synology NAS. In this case, we're going to check it out on our router, which is the edge router, to make sure that UDP port 1194 is open. So we'll just acknowledge that. And let's jump over to the edge router now. And I'm already on the port forwarding tab. So you can see I have some port forwarding rules here, and I do have some VPN forwarding rules in place, and that's from when I had the L2TP server running. But for OpenVPN, we're going to click on add a rule. And we're going to add 1194. The protocol is UDP. The IP address is the address of the NAS, so I'm just going to copy it from there and paste it. The forward to port is 1194, and I'm just going to call this OpenVPN and say apply. Now that the settings have been set on the edge router, let's go back to Synology. And now we're going to click on the export configuration file to get the config file for the client. So we'll click on that now. And you can see it downloaded it here in the lower left-hand corner. So let's go to my downloads folder. And you can see here, this is the one that it just previously downloaded. Here's the one I was playing with earlier. But if I open this and we come inside this folder, you can see there's a configuration file here and a cert and a CA bundle. We're going to open the configuration file with the text editor, and I'll show you why we're doing that in a minute. So I'm using a Mac, so we'll just open it on text edit. Let me bring this over into view for you. And very important information is here where it says remote your server IP and then followed by 1194, which is the port number. You have to replace where it says your server IP with your public IP address or an FQDN. In my case, I'm using DDNS. I just wanted to point this out to you. I already have the file configured. So the next thing to do is just to go ahead and show you a live demonstration. We should be good to go. We have the server running. We have the port forwarding in place. So the next thing is to go ahead and try to connect. So on my Apple computer, I'm using Openvpn Connect as the client. Now, you can use TunnelBlick for the Mac as well. I just happen to like Openvpn Connect because of consistency. It's the same app that I use on my iPhone. Now that being said, let's get on and test the VPN server. So the first thing I've done is simulated my computer being on a remote network. To do that, I simply connected the Wi-Fi to my phone's personal hotspot. So it's like this computer is on its own separate network from the VPN server. It's like I'm away from the house. Let's go ahead and launch the Openvpn Connect app. And here you can see the profile. Now I'm blocking my public DDNS information for obvious purposes, but let's go ahead and click on Connect. Now it says connection error, missing external certificate, but for now we're just going to say continue. And you can see we have a status of connected. Now, if I bring up the Synology, I should be able to come over to connection list connected through the VPN. And there you go. It took a little long to load. And again, it's going through my personal hotspot as well as this computer is also doing the screen recording for this video. But here you can see the one connection. So we have confirmation there. Let me bring up a terminal window and let's see if we can ping the IP address of the Synology. And there we have a successful response from the Synology server. So that's how simple it is to get Openvpn server up and running on a Synology. Now, I already had the profile installed on Openvpn Connect. So if you'd like to see how I loaded the profile into the client, let me know in the comments below. In fact, maybe I'll do a video on that as well as how to load the configuration file on the iPhone client as well. So if you found any value in today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to check out some of my other videos up above. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share the video. And I want to thank you for using my Amazon affiliate links and supporting the channel. I know it doesn't change your price, but it does help out. My name is Tony with Quik Tech Solutions. As always, please stay safe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.